Adams Boston Lager, by Foxwoods Resort Casino, and by Honda. Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy back in Chicago, where the Red Sox have a 2-1 lead over the White Sox. It's a little big for the youngster enjoying himself here tonight as the Red Sox have a 2-1 lead over the White Sox. Garciaparra to lead it off here in the 7th inning. Nice job by John Burkett to get out of the jam once again, as the White Sox had 2 on with 2 outs, and Valentin fouled out to Bill Miller. Omar lines this, a foul ball down the left field line. Omar's 0 for 2 so far tonight, striking out in the first, grounding out to shortstop in the 4th. And it's kind of been a strange night for Bartolo Colon. He's given up just the 2 hits, but they've both been solo home runs. And his club has not come up with much offensively so far, held to just the 1 run, and he finds himself down 2-1. Really no fault of his own. He's pitched very well here tonight.
No, he's pitched a terrific game here today, much better than the last time we saw him. He threw that hanging breaking ball to Kapler. Kapler jumped on it for the home run, and then a fastball to Nixon for the home run. But no, he's had very good stuff in this game. Seems more under control than the last time we saw him.
He has struck out 3 tonight, walked just 1. Red Sox with only 3 base runners all night, the 2 home runs and the walk. That's been it. Colon has thrown 81 pitches in his outing, as he works here to the first batter in the top half of the 7th inning. Fouled off, and a full count now to Garciaparra. Glenn Omar to go the other way as they move Carl Everett into right center field. Big gap out there in left center. Up into shallow center field. Out goes the second baseman Alomar calling. Everett coming from behind him, but Alomar makes the catch for out number 1.
Well, enjoy the Cape Cod Baseball League, providing wholesome family entertainment while developing the players of tomorrow, supported in part by Keyspan. Keyspan, the energy to think ahead.
So 1 away here in the top half of the 7th inning, and David Ortiz makes his way to the plate. Ortiz is 0 for 2 so far tonight.
We mentioned earlier how Bartolo Colon seems to get stronger at times as the game goes on. That last fastball at 97 miles an hour from Colon.
Why do you think that is? Just takes him a long time to get loose, or he saves it?
No, I think some guys save it. You know, when they need a little extra giddy up at the end. This guy's very strong. I mean, there's no question about that.
1 fouled off, and Ortiz in the hole, nothing in 2. One off the backside of the mound with 1 down.
It's all part of maturing as a young pitcher. Well, you know, when you first come to the big leagues, if you've got a good arm like Colon, you try to throw every pitch at 97, 98. As you get more experience, you realize you don't have to do that on every single fastball, and you leave a little bit in the tank for late in the game.
This is inside that time, 1-2. Ortiz fouls it off the left side. It's still 1-2. Colon's been around for a very long time, but first year in the big leagues was 1997. Coming up with the Cleveland Indians, member of the Indians from 97, of course, until last year when he went to Montreal. Made 17 starts for the Expos. We mentioned a 20-game winner last year, overall 20-8. again on the gun, and it evens up at 2-2 to David Ortiz.
It's had a difference when he tries to turn the fastball over, which he's done a couple of times in this at bat. It's 91, and that's the cross seamer there at 97.
Something off, and Ortiz lifts it down the line and left over is Carlos Lee, and he makes the catch in foul ground down there in the left field corner for out number 2.
Well, the big help, the biggest job section of the season is coming, and it's huge. You pick up your copy of this Sunday's Boston Globe. Don't miss the Big Help Job Fair at Fenway Park on Wednesday, September 10th. For details, visit bostonworks.com/bighelp. I may check that out, Don, because in a month I'm going to be needing a job. This will be over for this year.
Looking for a job? I think you're pretty secure.
Yeah, that or collect unemployment, one of the two. I'd rather look for a job.
2 down for Kevin Millar. Popped out to second base in the second. He walked in the 5th inning tonight. The only walk given up by Bartolo Colon in the game.
And I don't mean the Red Sox season will be over in a month. Will be done in a month because we don't do postseason play. If they get into the postseason, that's all the big network stuff. And it's not quite as big as NESN, obviously, networks. It's not as, but they get them because they have the rights. NESN, of course, goes worldwide. It's everywhere.
Right, I'm told I think we're in Korea, right?
We're in Korea tonight. This game is going to Korea. The little New England sports network's come a long way, Don.
It's now worldwide. One to Millar. Grounded back towards the mound. Nice play by Colon to Sterren. Throws out Millar. And the Red Sox go 1-2-3. 7th inning stretch time from Chicago. 2-1 Red Sox.
Honey, should we get the blue Jaguar or the green one?
Is something telling you it's time to get a Jaguar? Presenting the Unleash a Jaguar sales event. Lease an S-Type for $499. Your New England Jaguar retailer. Unleash one today.
Another Pure performance from Purolator.
Every 3,000 miles, there's a smile on my face. Underneath that truck is my favorite place. With a turn of the filter, my engine starts grooving. On that open highway, my pickup is moving. That shiny blue can keeps the golden oil flowing. For 17 years, my odometer's been growing.
For performance that'll inspire any do-it-yourselfer, put on a Purolator. Get $2 off a Pure One oil filter. See your Advance Auto Parts store for details.
I've made a lot of news on the baseball diamond, but if you want to find out about this diamond, you've got to go talk to your doctor.
Ready to try Viagra for the first time? See your doctor and find out if a free sample's right for you.
My doctor says it's right for me. That's why I stay with it. For more information, go to Viagra.com.
Try a delicious breakfast sandwich on a freshly baked bagel from Dunkin' Donuts. It's just the thing you've been waiting for. Stop by today for any one of our delicious breakfast sandwiches, including the new sourdough bagel sandwich for just $1.99. Just the thing.
Back at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago, the Red Sox on top 2-1 heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. John Burkett's night is over after 6 innings. He turns things over to Brandon Lyon.
Lyon making his 43rd appearance for the Red Sox, the record of 4-5, and his first since back on July 20th against Toronto when he went 2 innings in that game.
Placed on the disabled list by the Pirates with soreness on July 25th. And of course required by the Red Sox the trade deadline July 31st as part of the Jeff Suppan trade.
Kind of a strange season for Brandon Lyon, involved in the trade, sent back by the Pirates. Rehab assignment, minor leagues, and now back to the big leagues.
With 5 rehab appearances with the Pawtucket Red Sox. And no record, a 3.24 earned run average. And Joe Crede promptly sends one towards the gap in left center field. Gonna go back to the wall. Damon digging it out. But standing at second base with a leadoff double is Joe Crede.
Now Joe Crede not wasting any time. He jumps on the first pitch from Brandon Lyon. Gets the fastball and finds that gap in left center field for the leadoff double here in the bottom of the seventh. We mentioned the Timlin maybe not available in this game tonight. And a number of pitches worked yesterday. Embry worked in the ball game yesterday. He said he might want to stay away from him also tonight.
Red Sox have right-handed action already up in the bullpen.
Looks like Williamson from here, Don. Tough to tell, though. He hasn't pitched since Sunday. He did not pitch yesterday in that long game. Yes, it is Williamson.
Miguel Olivo has been called back, and the White Sox will have a pinch hitter. Looks like Rios will be pinch hitting here for the White Sox. One of the guys that they have brought up as the rosters have expanded. This is Armando Rios, was purchased from the Charlotte Knights by the White Sox, adding on to their roster. So he pinch hits here for the catcher Miguel Olivo. Charlotte Knights, he had a .323, 6 home runs, and 30 runs batted in. Ryan falling behind 2-0.
It seems kind of strange there, unless he's just faking a bunt to take a pitch, because you would think if you were going to have the sacrifice on, they leave Olivo in the game, who's probably the better defensive catcher.
Side. Walker bobbles it, still has time to recover, and does. They retire Armando Rios, but he gets the job done moving the runner along to third as Joe Crede gets to third with one down.
Sure does. He ran the count to 2-0. He gets a pitch that he can pull, and he does get the job done. The ground ball to the right side advances Crede to third base. Now the Red Sox have to pull the infield in. Pretty good job there. That ball was sinking away from him, but still hooks it, pulls it to Walker, and gets the job done. Little bobble by Walker, but plenty of time to get the out at first. Alomar, very good bunter. Always have to be very careful when he's at the plate.
One out of the inning, the infield in all the way around. He's swinging, and he fouls it down the left field line. Alomar doubled back in the first inning, came around to score the only White Sox run so far tonight. Struck out in the second inning, lined out to left in the fifth. But it's quickly 0-2 to Alomar. A nice night tonight from John Burkett, who worked 6 innings for the Red Sox, giving up only 3 hits and 1 run. He walked 1 and struck out 4. And needs some help here from the bullpen if he is to grab his 10th win of the year, as the Red Sox holding on to a very narrow lead right now, 2-1. And he hits him with the pitch ahead, 0-2.
Now the White Sox are going to be bruised up tomorrow. They've been hit a number of times tonight by the Red Sox. 0-2 count. And Brandon Lyon just plucks Alomar. So he's going to get the hook, I believe, here by Grady Little.
4th hit batsman of the night.
You know, it's interesting, Don, how this breaks down. You're in a 2-1 ball game. You have some pitches unavailable to you, but you have others that you kind of lost some confidence in. And you have a guy coming off the DL who hasn't pitched in the big leagues for quite some time.
In a one-run game.
In a one-run game.
Pitching change from Chicago. Red Sox on top, 2-1.
Show me the difference.
My sectional has 4 pieces for only $9.99.
The difference is, try buying their 3 pieces, never mind 4 pieces, for anywhere near $9.99. Good luck.
Ladies, I don't care how big or small your room is, this set will fit it. Voila.
Is there a difference? You bet.
I've made a lot of news on the baseball diamonds, but if you want to find out about this diamond, you've got to go talk to your doctor.
Ready to try Viagra for the first time? See your doctor and find out if a free sample's right for you.
My doctor says it's right for me. That's why I stay with it. For more information, go to Viagra.com.
What do you see when you look at people? At AmeriQuest Mortgage, we see more than an easy label and a credit score. We see homeowners with hope, families with commitment and endurance, people with the courage to keep dreaming. At AmeriQuest, we see you. You've achieved so much. What's next? AmeriQuest, the company that knows you are more.
Back in Chicago, Red Sox have a 2-1 lead, but trouble here in the 7th. We'll close out the season in a great selection of Major League Baseball authentic caps, home and road jerseys, and everything else you need to enjoy the game. Shop RedSox.com for all things baseball.
Well, the Red Sox in a jam right now. Brandon Lyon done after a third of an inning, responsible for the 2 men on, and Scott Williamson on to face Carlos Lee. Swing and a miss. A foul tipped it into Varitek's mitt.
Williamson making his 16th appearance, the record of 0-1. His last coming Sunday against the Yankees, an inning in that ball game against New York. Speed at first base in Alomar. Difficult situation here for Williamson.
Joe Crede at third, Alomar at first with 1 away here in the last half of the 7th inning. Lyon gave up a leadoff double to Joe Crede. Armando Rios grounded out to get him to third. And Lyon ahead of Alomar. 0-2 hit him. On the ground to second base. Walker to second for 1. On to first base. A double play. Nicely done. A double play to get the Red Sox out of the jam and preserve the 1-run lead for the Red Sox on top 2-1.
These everyday low fares to your favorite vacation destinations start at just $49.
You are now free to move about the country.
Welcome to the House of Beer. We have 170 kinds of beer from all over the world. The beers are color-coded and separated by country, style, and color. Call me when you're ready.
I'm ready. All of Sam Adams.
Yeah.
You can go around the world and not find a better beer than Samuel Adams. Always a good decision.
I love to run, and it's not a problem. The hair goes with me when I run.
I would always wear a hat, even in the pool.
My tennis game has improved. I don't know, it just feels like I'm always acing the guy.
Hello, I'm Dr. John Parker. Hair loss is an all too common problem, but finally there's good news.
The Parker solution to hair loss?
No. I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
At East
East West Mortgage, helping people with problem credit really separates us from other lenders.
It sure does, Jen. Our billion-dollar lending power lets us offer portfolio loans that don't have to meet secondary market guidelines.
And that helps us approve loans other lenders have to turn down.
And that's why we're New England's leading mortgage lender.
Whether you have a high credit score or have had some late payments, call 1-800-EAST-WEST and get the low fixed rate you need.
1-800-EAST-WEST.
Back in Chicago, and Scott Williamson getting out of a major jam in the bottom half of the 7th inning, able to get the double play to get out of the inning unscathed. And it's on to the top of the 8th inning. Trot Nixon leading it off. The new White Sox catcher, Sandy Alomar Jr., taking over in behind the plate as Miguel Olivo was hit for by Armando Rijos in the bottom of the 7th. Sandy Alomar Jr. now 37 years of age. First year in Major League Baseball for him was 1988 when he broke in with the Padres. Most of his career, of course, spent with the Cleveland Indians. As Jerry mentioned earlier, Roberto and Sandy reunited again here in Chicago. Nixon homered in the second, his 26th home run of the year. And grounded into a double play in the 5th inning. 1 for 2 in the game tonight. And he skies this one foul off the left side.
Well, Scott Williamson coming up big time for the Red Sox. The 1st and 3rd situation, gets the ground ball on the slider. The Red Sox get the double play and get out of big trouble.
Feel good for him, and it's kind of been a tough go for him since coming over here to the Red Sox at some different times, and he's had his struggles, but big spot here tonight. He's able to induce the double play to get out of last inning. Trot Nixon now with 26 home runs. His career best is 27. 27 in 2001 for the Red Sox. He was a home run away from tying his career high. Cologne's 3-2. Popped up left side. Third baseman Joe Creedy waiting for it to come on down. It does, and he makes the catch for the first out. We'll check in with Tom Caron. Tom?
Don, it's time for our Citizens Bank Not Your Typical Fan. A lot of kids back in New England going back to school tomorrow. Don Massoud has the week off and a lot of time off. You retired after 35 years at Durfee High School in Fall River.
That's correct, and I'm certainly enjoying my first September in 53 years without having to go back to school. Here I am with my son-in-law Grant, my daughter-in-law, my daughter Allie, and we're just enjoying the Red Sox, and it's the first time I've been to see the Red Sox play other than at Yankee Stadium in Fenway, of course, so it's a big thrill for me.
53 years, you said, back to the days of being in school.
Oh, yes, back to the days of being in kindergarten to high school to college to working for the former public schools.
Sipping on a beer, he doesn't seem to be missing school at all, guys. Our Citizens Bank Not Your Typical Fan.
All right, Tom, thanks very much.
Durfee High School. My wife graduated from Durfee High School.
Really?
I wonder if she had him as a teacher.
They have. Will Miller grounds it left side. The shortstop Valentine on the move throws him out for out number 2. Cologne has pitched very well here tonight, continues to do so in the later stages of this one with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Now retired 7 in a row. And still has given up just 2 hits all night tonight. 2 solo home runs. A walk in the 5th. The Red Sox have had just 3 base runners all night as they bat with 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Jason Varitek out after the first pitch, lifts it high in the air to shallow left center field. Carlos Lee is in and under, and he takes care of out number 3. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Cologne. On to the bottom of the 8th. It's 2-1 Boston.
The car of your dreams is waiting.
The Infiniti G35, the G35 Coupe, and the FX, the SUV the New York Times said manages to steal Porsche's thunder. Visit Infiniti's limited engagement sales event. But hurry, with special APR financing on select models, the car of your dreams could be gone.
Samuel Adams, always a good decision.
Circuit City's the place to save on DirecTV. Stop by today and you'll get a 3-room DirecTV system free after mail-in rebate. With DirecTV, you'll get more movies, sports, family programming, and more. And right now at Circuit City, when you buy any new DirecTV system and activate NFL Sunday Ticket and Total Choice Premier programming, you'll get 4 free months of Total Choice Premier with local channels. Circuit City. We're with you.
Would you like to tell me what's been bothering you?
Obviously, I have a lot of tics.
What would you do if you had to change careers?
What, if I wasn't an antiques broker?
If you weren't a criminal.
Critics are calling Matchstick Men an intelligent and captivating film. Remarkable and award-worthy in every way. Academy Award winner Nicolas Cage in a Ridley Scott film. Matchstick Men.
Would you say you set an example in your trade?
You bet I do.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, September 12th.
Back in Chicago with the Red Sox on top 2-1 as we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Scott Williamson back out there again after he was able to get the double play. Carlos Lee grounding into it to end last inning. There's the White Sox left the potential tying run at third base. Tough part of the order to face him here in the bottom of the 8th. Frank Thomas, Magglio Ordonez, and Carl Everett. Everybody gets on, and Paul Konerko will have a chance. Thomas was hit by a pitch in the first inning, fly to right in the third, and struck out swinging in the 6th. He was pretty ably handled tonight by John Burkett, as were many of the Chicago White Sox over the first 6 innings of the game. Burkett relinquishing just 3 hits and a run. There's a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 to Thomas, upset with himself, I think.
He was upset with Joe Brinkman on the first call to put him in the hole 0-1, and then that looked like a pretty good pitch to Thomas.
Tipped into the catcher's mitt, strike 3. And Thomas upset as he walks away. He takes with him the first strikeout of the night for Scott Williamson.
Yeah, it has a few words, too, for Joe Brinkman behind home plate to get him in that 0-2 hole. Varitek wants the ball up high. It's going to end up in this area here. Thomas just gets a piece of it and right into the glove of Varitek. The foul ball held on by the Red Sox catcher. Thomas walks back, slams the bat, then spins around and has something to say to Joe Brinkman.
Second time Thomas has struck out tonight. Here's Ordonez. Takes a nasty pitch for a strike. Ordonez walked in the first inning. Since then has popped out, grounded out. Red Sox with right-handed action in their bullpen. 0-1 up and away.
Looks like Kim loosening in the bullpen again, who, by the way, is back in the closer role with the exception against the Yankees.
He's the closer unless the Red Sox play the Yankees, it sounds like. A 1-1 pitch. Foul tipped again into the catcher's mitt. Varitek holds on 1-2. One down here in the last half of the 8th. A big out to get Frank Thomas for the first out of the inning. Doesn't chase, and it evens up at 2-2. yesterday in the ball game for the Red Sox and the Phillies. Not a lot of runs between the two clubs here tonight. A full count to Ordonez with Carl Everett waiting on deck. Real good pitching on both sides here tonight. The White Sox starter still in the game. Bartolo Colon's gone the first 8 innings. Broken bat grounded down the line at third. A fair ball and a long throw from Miller that gets there in time. Nice play by Bill Miller. And Maglio Ordonez is out number 2 of the inning. So 2 away, and it's time now for the game summary. Nixon with a solo home run, his 26th of the year. Kapler with a solo home run. The only hits off of Bartolo Colon tonight for Kapler was his 3rd. Roberto Alomar with a double and a run scored. Nice line from John Burkett tonight. 6 innings, 1 run, just 3 hits, a walk and 4 strikeouts, and Colon still in the game. 8 innings, giving up 2 runs on just 2 hits. Walked 1 and struck out 3. 2 down, last of the 8th. Here's Carl Everett. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Get credit for his 78th RBI of the season, and is responsible for the only run the White Sox have tonight. And the swing is in the dirt, 1-1. Williamson came on with just 1 out in the 7th inning, was able to get the double play. And that strikes out Frank Thomas to begin this inning. Gets Ordonez to ground out to third. And time called at the plate. Everett backs out. Outfielder Trot Nixon very deep for the Red Sox out there and right. The outfield about straight away, but Nixon the deepest of the 3 outfielders. Strike call as Everett shaking his head down 1-2.
There have been quite a few calls in this inning that the White Sox hitters have not agreed with from Joe Brinkman. In particular, Frank Thomas to lead off the inning. I think that ball had the corner. I think Everett might have felt it was too high.
Two to Everett. That is too high that time, and it evens up at 2-2.
Get a wild one going down in Tampa. Seattle and Tampa tied up in the bottom of the 9th, 7-7.
Seattle had been ahead in that game, 7-5.
That thing's going back and forth all night.
Here in the 9th, 7-7. Sox on top here, 2-1. Little number in front of the plate. It's a fair ball. Varitek out quickly to get it, and he throws out Carl Everett. Almost handcuffed Millar in the throw as he made the catch basket style to end the inning, and the Red Sox on top 2-1 at the end of 8.
A search for a killer.
It was murder, but of what, I have no idea.
Will uncover a secret society.
What do you know about the Order?
And unlock the evil.
Something terrible is going to happen.
Of the Order.
When you look into the abyss looks back into you.
This Friday, one man must stand between the living and the dead.
I order you back to hell!
The Order.
Cross my arms, hope to die.
Rated R. Friday, only in theaters.
After years of analyzing, refining, and perfecting, Lexus engineers had to face the most difficult challenge of all: letting go. Introducing the new, more powerful ES330.
To get through 4 years of college, you can order a lot of coffee to go, or you can order a lot of PC to go. Do schoolwork without being in school when you upgrade to a compact Presario with the Intel Pentium 4 processor. For only $9.99 after rebate, you get desktop power that goes where you go. so you can email photos, watch movies, burn CDs, and, oh yeah, do schoolwork. Call today and get free shipping and compact desktops from just $349. When it really matters, choose compact.
It's not just the advanced technology, the 57 patents, or the world's best blades. It's the way it's all put together. No razor shaves better than Gillette Mach 3 Turbo. The proof is in the shave. We guarantee it or your money back. Mach 3 Turbo is the world's best shave. The closest, the most comfortable. It's a fact. We guarantee it. Mach 3 Turbo from Gillette. The best a man can get.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy back in Chicago, top of the ninth. Red Sox on top 2-1. And Gabe Kapler to lead it off here against Bartolo Colon, back out there for the ninth. He has just gone up over 100 pitches in his outing here tonight. Does have 5 complete games on the season. And works in the ninth, trailing by a run. Red Sox have had just 3 base runners tonight. 2 solo home runs and a walk given up by Bartolo Colon, and that has been it. 3 strikeouts. Still bringing it that pitch at 93 miles per hour. He has 5 complete games coming into tonight's action, tied with Roy Halladay. Those 2 only behind Mulder, who had 9. Being placed in the DL. Kapler foul tips that into the catcher's mitt. Strike 3. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, by New England Ford dealers, by the Bone and Joint Center at Caritas St. Elizabeth's, where you don't have to be an all-star to be treated like one, and by Magner's Cider. One down in the top of the ninth inning. Back up to the top of the Boston order, Johnny Damon is 0 for 3 tonight. Well, still getting it up there pretty good. 93 miles per hour as he works here in the ninth. He's now retired 9 Red Sox in a row. Strikeout of Kapler to begin the inning. The 4th strikeout of the night for Bartolo Colon. He's ahead of Damon 1-2. And strikes him out looking. Damon knew it. He takes with him the 5th strikeout for Bartolo Colon. Quickly 2 down in the ninth.
Well, stay tuned after the game for W.B. Mason's Extra Innings, New England's Red Sox post-game show with extra highlights, extra interviews, and extra analysis. Join Bob Rogers and Dennis Eckersley after the game. After the last inning, the action's just beginning.
Two down, 10 in a row, retired by Colon, and here's Todd Walker. That was the first one off the left side. The White Sox in the bottom of the ninth inning have Paul Konerko, Jose Valentin, and Joe Greedy scheduled to bat. It'll work out to be 6, 7, and 8 with Sandy Alomar to bat if anybody gets on. And Byung-Hyun Kim still up in the Boston bullpen. Kim does come on. What an outstanding job Scott Williamson did tonight.
Makes you wonder, you know, he's been so effective that you have to consider maybe keeping him in the ball game. He really hasn't thrown a lot of pitches. Got the big double play in the 7th, a 1-2-3-8. But Kim does continue to throw, and it looks like he will be in the game.
So 17 pitches.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you could get another inning out of him.
17 pitches, 12 for strikes. Walker jumps back out of the way, and the count now 2-1. You often wonder sometimes, a lot of times when you go to the closer in that type of situation where a guy is going so good, why take him out of that situation? And it's one of those situations here tonight, but it does appear Byung-Hyun Kim will be coming on. 2-2. And a full count to Todd Walker. Red Sox with action in their pen for the first time tonight. That's Damaso Marte. They're racking up some saves here for the White Sox. Tom Gordon out there as well. A payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled off. That gets a piece of Joe Brinkman, the home plate umpire. As Walker stays alive.
Well, hopefully Joe has all his protective gear on this evening. The next strike call will be a very high-pitched one.
Doesn't appear that he had the correct gear on you're referring to. The payoff pitch again. Walker hits it hard, but a foul ball just outside the bag at first. Nick DeMuro, the first base umpire, right on the line to make the call. Kapler struck out to begin the inning. Damon struck out for out number 2. Malone trying to strike out the side for the first time tonight in the 9th inning, no less. Chop right side. High hop for Alomar, who throws out Todd Walker. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox in the 9th. 11 in a row retired by Cologne. It's 2-1 Boston.